I've never seen that before. Number 26, in restaurants, I've noticed there's a lot of pay at the counter. So you walk into like a brew pub. I went into a brew pub. It looked like this would be kind of a place you'd go in, take a seat. A waitress would come up, take your order. Not in Finland. Most places I noticed, you go to the counter, you say what you want, and you go sit down and they give you a number. So,
yeah, it's called a pub. It's very, very common in Europe. It's very common in Europe to get served at the bar, and when you want to get your drinks, you go up to the bar and you get them and you bring them back to your table, or you take one of these numbers and then they'll bring them to your table. If that's more advanced than in England. In England, you go to the bar, you pay for your drinks, they give you your drinks at the bar, and you take it to your seat. Yes.
We went to some restaurants where it was what we're used to, but it seemed like there was a lot more of that in Finland.
I don't think I experienced that except for at the gin distillery, but then it wasn't a surprise. But then I think we also had the option to just sit down. I don't know. Again, we were in different places, so.
Yes, I was doing this intense research. Number 27, this one is Melissa's. You want to read this one, honey?
Oh, they have sauna boats. Or more accurately, I was on a sauna
boats.
raft. And from the sauna raft, I got to jump off in a red dry suit and float. And then, that was so nice. And then I got back into the boat and went to the sauna.
I don't think there are sauna boats
I've never been on one before.
in the USA. Number 28, this one is
That's
another
pretty cool.
obscure one, but I've noticed it. There's a great chance you just might see shiny people walking down the street.
Oh,
I was sitting there eating a burger and just looking.
what is that? Is that traditional wear? Let me know in the comment section. That is different. I don't know what that's about. Is that is that a tradition in Finland? Is there a festival, or is that normal? Maybe it was just an event. I don't know. Let me know.
Just looking out the window, I was like, what is that? And I had to get my camera out and I filmed it. Shiny people.
Were they dancing?
No, they were just walking, and they were walking away from me, and they were a long way off.
And you could notice that they shone.
They just, it was very interesting, as the video shows. See, video helps everything, honey.
Video killed the radio star.
Number 29, Finland is really good with directions and getting around.
That is nice.
Although,
Okay.
here is one example of where it's a little bit too much. Essentially, I was in a bathroom. It was a tiny bathroom, and there was one door to get into the bathroom, one door to get out. And they had a sign on the door to get out, exit. Like you wouldn't have known. Because it was tiny. It wasn't
And it was
like,
the only door,
it was
right?
the only door.
Because you said one door to get in, one door to get out. But you're saying there's one door
Yeah.
for getting in and out.
Yeah. And it said exit on it.
Hey,
Number 30.
efficiency. Do you know what I mean?
A lot of public restrooms are controlled by phone, meaning if you want access to the public restroom, you have to dial a phone number.
That is different.
That is.
Oh.
And pretty cool, because I did it once and it worked. Number 31. This one Melissa loves. They sell booze at Starbucks.
Well, I don't love that. What does that
They
make me
sell
sound
booze.
like?
I kind of like
I
it.
noticed it. I
You know
didn't
what?
buy any booze at
I
the
love
Starbucks.
it. I love it.
Well, now that makes sense.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just that the fact I can go and get a coffee and a brew, that's a pretty cool thing. Number
I'm trying to think if they sell booze in Starbucks in England. I mean, I don't know. I've never gone to Starbucks for booze, and I've never looked for it. Maybe. I will have to check next time I'm there.
Number 32. We needed to get to 49. Starbucks serves fresh cheese bagels. And it's kind of like cream cheese, but it's called fresh cheese. And usually if you order a bagel in the States, they don't put the cheese on it. They just give it to you on the side. And they don't call it fresh cheese. So that's the difference. It was pretty good too. Number 33, honey. Are you excited?
I am.
They have newspapers on poles in Finland.
Were they on wooden poles with a
Yeah,
stick where you could
yeah,
rotate them?
yeah.
We had those in my journalism class in high school.
Yeah,
Oh.
but it's new nowadays. I haven't seen a newspaper on a pole in probably 30 years. So I think it can count as something new now.
Where were you at when you saw it?
We were at that one restaurant, the first little restaurant we went to. And
Oh, Oh, okay.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Number 34, they have ergonomic high chairs for kids. It's like they really thought about the design of the chair for that little kid. Because in the United States, it's just boxy and looks really uncomfortable.
Right. It's like in the
I'm sure in the United States you have different types of high chairs. That's not a finished thing. You know, that's not a finished thing. I feel like they could have made this list like half as long. Because some of the things, it's like, guys, just because you saw it once doesn't mean it's everywhere in Finland. Yeah. Anyways, I'm still enjoying it though.
Like in the United States, they're thinking, let's make sure they're stackable so that we can get them out of the way.
Number 35, all newborn babies get a baby box in Finland.
It is
I've
the
heard
coolest
about the
thing.
baby
I
box.
read about it before we were in Finland, and then we saw it when we were at the design museum. Like when a baby is born, and it doesn't matter how much the parents make, they get a baby box. And inside of this baby box is everything that the child needs. And the baby box can be made into the baby's first crib.
It sounds very
Getting the
convenient.
baby
heard that.
started in the world.
Because there's lots of things to think about when you have a newborn, and the fact they give you a box with all babies should get a box of goodies.
Yes.
Number 36, there are a lot of karaoke bars in Helsinki.
Did you go to one?
I did not go to one. I just noticed several of them. Number 37. So
I like karaoke. I might have to go to a karaoke bar in Helsinki. And like, yeah, karaoke's fun. But then karaoke you want to do with a group of people. And what type of karaoke bars are there? Because in Thailand, they have a lot of karaoke bars. But they're like booked slots. We have to book the slot of it's like multiple. You have to basically go in a group because you can't really just turn up. Whereas in England, anywhere in England, when it comes to karaoke, you do have those dedicated karaoke places where you have to book slots and it's groups of people and you can rent out a room. However, also in England, there are like karaoke nights that you could just turn up and you can just as and when sing karaoke. And it's normally like a pub or a bar or whatever, and it's a karaoke night, and then you can just wait in a line, kind of ticketed to have your karaoke on stage. Let me know what your karaoke is like in Finland.
So when you're driving through Helsinki or Finland and you notice like a office building or a building, they all have the company's logos on the outside. And it's their actual logos in their actual colors. And, signage isn't that big of a deal, but I notice it's different here. Like in the States, a lot of times you have to conform to the color scheme of a building.
Oh, okay.
But in Finland, no matter where we were, they would have the logos in the colors of the company out on the outside of the building, on all the buildings. I thought it was very interesting. All right, let's move.
That's interesting.
Oh, we are just mixing it up. What happened? Did I hurt you?
I quite love that. It is good. Maybe I should start doing that. Should I start changing my location? Should I move onto a couch or a bed or something and just film there? I could. Not on this type of video though. But when I start doing videos kind of like this, especially when I visit Sweden and Finland and Norway, I will be doing my own lists. I'll do the same. I'll do a scene change.
Number 38. They really take design seriously in Finland. So much so, they have a museum dedicated to it. Just design.
I don't know if that's unique to Finland.
No, it's not.
But it's a big deal. So that's
Yes.
unique. I thought that was like to talk about design. Because really design...
I'm sure they have design museums in America, especially in places like Los Angeles where they're obsessed with probably like the arts, and New York, obsessed with the arts. They definitely have design museums.
It makes a lot of sense to put some effort into it. For instance, like the making of a chair. It went through like tons of steps, 3 different people, and all kinds of considerations. And it was like, at the end, when I was reading it, it's like, oh yeah, that makes way more sense. And I sat in the chair and it was super comfortable too. So
They know what they're doing.
they know what they're doing. Number 39. They're really happy in Finland.
Now, if you ask a Finnish person, they will deny that.
Yeah?
Many will.
Yeah, but that is kind of your sense of humor as well. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but from what I've been learning, Finnish people have a very dry sense of humor. So if you ask a Finnish person whether they have a sense of humor, they'll be like, absolutely not. Where'd you get that idea from? Probably in a straight face. And I get that sense of humor because in England we kind of have that. Maybe not to the same extreme, but especially in the north of England, where I'm from, there's a lot of dry sense of humor kind of poking fun. So I understand.
I learned that when a person says, "How are you?" the standard response is nothing more than a misery or nothing more than misery. What I was told is that their expectations are low. They do not have an expression that says "in the pursuit of happiness."
Absolutely. That's it. That is it. I've figured out why I think I'm going to get Finnish people. I'm going to get Swedish people. I'm going to get Nordic people. Because in the north of England, people are kind of similar. London's not the same, but like the north of England, people are very like dry, and would like rather like have low expectations and would start with kind of what Americans would see as negative, but really it's like it's a joke. But I think we're quite. I think I get the vibe. I think we'll see when I go.
It's like, that's not the way it is.
But they're
Like,
so
did you
happy.
notice, like, do you have recordings of happy people?
No, it's just that they've been declared the most happy country. And
Well, the happiest country in the world.
yeah, I thought I had to bring it up. How many times do you get to go to the happiest country, right?
It was nice.
Yeah. Number 40, this has an asterisk. It never gets dark in Finland in some places.
In the summertime.
In the summertime.
In the
Then it
summertime,
never
yeah.
gets
I was
like,
waiting for that.
the sun never comes up in the dead of winter above the Arctic Circle as well.
Although folks I talked to said that it still feels really light.
Number 41, it's very quiet in Finland. Like we notice going to public places and it's usually not loud people.
It's because Americans are very loud. Well, the stereotype of Americans is very loud. I think British people are in between, and it depends where you are. Yeah, I think we're in between. I don't think we're very, very loud, and I don't think we're very, very quiet. We're just somewhere. We fall somewhere in between. We're still European, so in that sense, European people, I feel like we're a bit more reserved in Europe than in America. And I feel like the more you go north, the more reserved and quiet you become.
It's nice.
They keep to themselves.
Their conversations are at table conversation level.
Yeah.
Not let's share with the entire restaurant the thoughts that we have in our minds because everybody needs to know.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that all over the world, except for in Finland.
Yeah.
Although then I kind of worried if I was being the loudest person in the place.
Really?
I worried about it. I doubt that I was because I'm usually not that loud.
I don't think and it's usually you're talking to me, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think you talk that loud.
Yeah.
So you're all right.
Your hearing's still okay?
What?
What? I'm actually not loud, guys. I'm loud on here because I'm talking to you guys and it's easy to speak to a camera, but actually in real life, I'm not that loud. And I've got a softly spoken voice, so I just kind of like, I don't sound very loud. I just thought you'd like to know. So I'm sure I won't be annoying anyone in Finland.
Ah.
Number 42, lead singers wear inflatables on their floaties on their arms.
Did
What?
you notice multiple lead singers doing this or just one?
Just one, but I've never seen it before.
That's
so.
obviously her
Overreaching.
individual
Number 43,
style.
drummers in bands in Finland look like Dana Carvey.
One drummer in Finland looks like Dana Carvey.
But again, I've got video, so here it is. Number
He's a good
44,
drummer.
they make candy out of pine tar.
Pine tar?
Made with pine tar. Oh. It smells like tar.
It also smells like pine though, too. Oh, it's like,
No,
yeah, you get it.
There's
So
your...
it's like a hard candy.
Yeah, it's like a hard candy.
Okay, I'm going to enjoy this. Kind of smells like pine, kind of smells like
Oh, weird.
smoke. Kind
Yeah.
of smells like burnt road.
Yeah.
Burnt road.
Cheers.
Cheers.
They're not impressed.
It's not bad. It gets a little weird. The flavors are layered.
Here's what I think. If I was driving down the road and I was really tired and bored, I would consume these just to pass time. And they're interesting enough that...
To
keep me
pass
entertained.
time. It's just not nice.
Because at one moment it's a little mentholy,
Yeah.
you know? I think that's gotta be the pine flavor.
Weird.
I don't know that we'll finish those.
Like I said, we'll save them for when I'm driving down a 2,000-mile road.
What's the next candy on the list, Chris?
Number 45. They have a candy bar named Jim. Just Jim.
I think you're on your own on this one.
Okay, here it is. It's a candy bar. There you
Okay.
go. Oh,
What flavor is that?
I don't know.
Is it coconutty, minty,
It's not coconutty. It's not minty.
marshmallowy?
Yeah, kind of marshmallowy. Different. I don't know if I like Jim. Number 46. They have a
I don't know
candy
if I
bar
like
named
Jim.
Da Capo.
Amazing.
Capo.
Both are by the same brand, Phaser.
Yeah.
Or I don't know if I'm saying that
I
right.
noticed like Phaser, they actually had a lot of different candies, and we would have a whole candy video if I would have gotten all their candies I'd never seen before. It just looks like just chocolate. It's kind of chewy, so it's not just chocolate. It's kind of like fudge, but a little gummier than fudge.
Is it like Turkish delight fudge?
No, it's good. So far, it's the best thing. Da Capo. Number 47. They have a candy bar named Soufflé. Insert video here.
Soufflé.
Number 48. They really like black licorice in Finland. They have a lot of
I've
black
heard
licorice
this.
treats.
I have heard about the black licorice. Guys, I don't know if you know already, I'm not a fan of licorice. I've always disliked licorice from being a very young child. Yeah, not for me.
So we actually have two black licorice treats here.
Now this one is just
I'll try
plain
it,
black
though,
licorice, but I
'cause
think
I
this
haven't
one's
tried
like
licorice
salted
since a
black
kid.
Licorice. Yeah, this is salty licorice sweets.
Oh,
Oh, they've got the Finnish flag on there.
yeah.
Authentic Finnish treat.
They're tiny.
Team effort.
Oh, and they're not hard candy. They're kind of soft,
Well, like licorice.
like a Swedish fish consistency.
I don't love it, but I don't hate it.
It packs a lot of flavor just in that little tiny.
I've never been a black licorice fan. I'm still not a black licorice fan.
All right.
I feel like I have a really grumpy face. Sorry. Just like, black licorice.
But it tastes of salt in it too, like saltiness. But this next one is,
Just plain black licorice.
so it's not salted, so maybe it'll be tastier.
The big piece
I
of
think just
licorice.
bite it.
All right.
What do you think?
I'm going to say slightly better than the other one. I should also share, I've never been a fan of licorice, so I don't like the
Me too.
texture. I don't like the flavor.
I
But it could be worse.
Yeah, I like the texture of this more. I might finish that. I don't know. And the last thing different about Finland, it's more licorice,
But it's filled black licorice.
lemon-filled black licorice.
I'm
Number
gonna try.
49.
I'm gonna try all these licorice bars. However, You know, I don't like licorice. I think you guys are going to have to watch me go through pain. I think you're going to enjoy that video. Interesting for them, but they should have kind of done a separate candy video to this list video. Don't know why they did it all in one video. I'm not complaining. I'm enjoying watching them eat licorice.
Now this might be interesting. Like this might be good.
Never seen that before. I've seen black licorice before, not lemon filled. I'm excited. Lemon just rocks. What do you think?
I like the lemon.
Yeah, it makes a fresh.
Of all of the black licorice treats, that's the one I would choose. It's pretty good. And it's dairy-free, gluten-free,
Yeah, that's not bad.
fat-free, I think.
That's not bad. It's better than gym. All right.
We made it through. I'm very impressed you didn't have very much time, but you found a lot of things.
I did. Some of them I felt I was stretching it, but
I sang about you overreaching, so we know that you did.
thanks for watching. In Finland, we really enjoyed the country.
I like these two.
We hope to come back.
Chris and
In our next
Melissa.
video, we will be exploring Helsinki.
Make sure you subscribe to Chris and Melissa. I really like their personality. I know I was taking the mick a little bit about some of the things that they were listing in that list, but it was really good. I like them. I'm going to watch more of those videos. Guys, I can't wait to go to Finland so that I can make my own list of things that really like shock me or I think is really great. Maybe some of these will be on the list. Maybe I'll find some stuff that is you know, some other stuff that's kind of strange and out there, and I can compare it to England, and I can compare it to Asia as well, to Thailand. Yeah, I can't wait. Next year, June, cannot wait to come and see what Finland's like. Thank you very much for watching. Until the next one, I will see you later.